This is it. Oh. Opening day, the regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. It's the Miami Heat and the Sacramento Kings. Now, here is Robinson. 6 to shoot. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Outside, Robinson launches it, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Robinson's got the game going here with the first basket for the Heat. Ellis outside. Pass to DeRozan. It's Jordan on the wing. Over Wiggins. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Robinson can't get that one to fall. To the left side wing. Here's Sabonis. No good on the triple. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Finished off by DeRozan.
Well, DeMar DeRozan's always had that vertical. If he can finish at the rim, he will.
Robinson, that's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's DeRozan. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Out to DeRozan. Here's the three. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. The Heat with the lead. It's Hero with the drive. Outside Robinson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Here's Hero, following the basket by Michael Jordan. .103 left in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Heisman. Launches from deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Ellis. Up and in on the layup.
Well, when Levine looks to pass, it makes him so much more valuable.
Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Here's Heisman. That one's off. Still out of sync. Outside Jordan. Outside Sabonis. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
Excellent touch on the catch and shoot. Sabonis wants to help his team space the floor.
Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Sacramento.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Kings lead by 3. And we'll... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Jordan left side. Pass to Sabonis. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Here's Love. Tries again. And the layup is good. Love's got his first points of the game.
Well, that touch never leaves a guy like Love. Sharp around the hoop.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
Yeah, when DeRozan is assertive like that, it's a huge plus for this offense.
It's a pick by Love. Here's Mitchell. Unable to get that one. Great defense that time from Ellis. Left side, Jordan. Pass to DeRozan. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. Offline with his three. Miami trailing. And another fast break chance here for the Heat. Here we go. It's a pick by Love. Hawkins outside. And Kevin Love gets the three. Love's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such a well-practiced shooter. Love knocks down that quick shot like it's a drill.
Sabonis. Hawkins with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Sacramento making some changes. And here are the Kings now. We're playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Fultz got a hand on it. And they're able to recover.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Love outside. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 4. There's a screen by Murray. And Fultz gets it to go.
And Fultz is a threat in the screen and roll. If you give him any space to shoot off that screen, he's going to rise and fire.
Back to Mitchell. They set the pick. Has to Ware. Now Mitchell. Guarded by Fultz. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Well, wide open look for Love. Rebound by the Kings. Now Fultz. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fultz has got the game tied up here for the Kings.
How about the confidence level with which Fultz plays? When he's close to the basket, he keeps his eyes focused on the rim at all times.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
In the corner, it's Monk. Shoots the three. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Monk's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
Kicks it out to Love. Buries it from 3-point range. Love's got 10.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fultz with the ball. Here's Valanciunas. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. With the drive, and he slams it one-handed.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Kevin Love has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Here's Jordan. Goes back up. Outside for Murray. This one for three. It's good from long range.
They love the focus from Murray. He wants to make the most of his opportunity.
Down low. Back to Hero. Pass to Ware. Over Valanciunas. Ware, no good. The Kings trailing. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And here are the Heat now. Stolen by Ellis. A second chance effort. Shakes him. And Valanciunas with the layup. And the Kings lead by one.
And Valanciunas takes up a lot of real estate, which helps him snag offensive rebounds.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Hero. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Robinson, that's good.
Well, this is what Robinson is out here to do. I like how aggressive he is shooting it from outside.
Pass to Jordan. Outside, Levine. Good ball movement here by the Kings. The fader. Jordan can't get it to go. Miami trailing. Robinson with it. Picked up by Ellis. And stolen by Jordan. And now Sacramento on the break. Ellis, that's good. Ellis has got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here is Hero. Out to the right wing. Six on the shot clock. There's a screen by Robinson. Deep Adebayo. Valanciunas grabs the board. Here's Sacramento now. They're on an 11-3 run. Stand in a league of stretch bigs. Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin. And look, he'll occasionally take a three, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Hero on the wing. Robinson for three. Doesn't go for it.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Heat on D. 6-point game. In the corner, Crowder with it. DeRozan surveying the D. Clock at 4. Shoots from the baseline. There's Sabonis. It's stolen by Adebayo. Robinson for three. Sinks the triple. Robinson's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for Miami.
Well, when your shot is as polished as Robinson's, you can be that fast with your motion.
Monk outside. They get the rebound. DeRozan. And the rebound paying off as they pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To the right side. It's stolen by DeRozan. And the Kings pushing it up now for the finish. And the dunk by DeRozan.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Robinson for three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Sacramento Kings bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Heat trailed by 7. Now, Hero. Screen by Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Out left to the wing. It's tipped. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
It's DeRozan with the drive. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Hero. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, look, Hero is a tough competitor. He doesn't back away from getting hit while shooting the ball.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Kings?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. That ties the game.
Yeah, grinding for second chance points. Love's been that grinder his whole career.
Timeout, Sacramento. Some changes for Sacramento. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
And a wide open look for Valanciunas. No good with the triple. Miami trailing. To the middle. It's tipped. Outside Jordan. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
To the wing on the left. The open shot by Valanciunas.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Murray outside. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside, Hero. Pass to Robinson. Wiggins surveying the floor. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Just 3 to shoot. From past the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Jordan. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And I love it when Sabonis throws it down. Listen, we know he can shoot it from deep, but the dunk is easy money, baby.
Hero, no good. Kings leading now by 7. Jordan outside. Kicks it out to Ellis. Back to Jordan. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
1:31 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Hero. And taken away by Ellis. Now Jordan. Murray outside. Back to Jordan. There's a screen by Murray. No good from Jordan. The Heat trailed by 10. Pass to Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Sacramento.
Sabonis with the ball. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And then slammed in by Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Outside Robinson. And taken away by Ellis. Jordan with it. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. And it's their first look at this year's Timberwolves, here for their first regular season game. Here's Roy. Pass to Edwards. Here's the three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
And here's Sabonis outside. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And here's Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. And Edwards slams it in.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
Outside Levine. DeRozan up top. Shoots over Randall. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And it's Sacramento's ball. It's a 5-point game. Here's DeRozan. McDaniels with the rebound.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And out of bounds, the Kings will take it. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Yeah, I was able to talk to Sacramento's head coach. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're in business.
To the middle. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Pass to Ellis. Back to Sabonis. DeRozan with the ball. Checked by Randall. Jordan with it. From down in the low post, it goes.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Edwards for three. They grab their own miss. Pass to Randall. Second shot opportunity. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
DeRozan. Here's Ellis. Outside for Levine. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
Timberwolves substitution. Naz Reid.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
Here's Ellis. No points yet. Oh, got that one up quick.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
To the inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Edwards. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
DeRozan outside. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
One of the underappreciated guys in this league. DeRozan just goes out, puts up big numbers, and he doesn't really get the shine that I think he truly deserves.
Here's Edwards. He's got 14. Fires the three. On target from range. Edwards has got 17. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Now here's Jordan. Tipped. DeRozan outside. 5 to shoot. DeRozan forceful inside.
From the wing position, DeMar DeRozan is one of the best at finishing through contact.
Well, Grant, the Kings are one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Jordan. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Roy's shot is good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Shot is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Down low. Clark. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Now here's Jordan. 9 points in the game. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Goes up off the inbound. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Minnesota leading by 10. And there's the lob. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Edwards gets the bucket.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
And the Kings call time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. To end the run. And slam dunk by Jordan.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Edwards can't hit. Kings trail by 10. Here's Levine for 3. The triple goes for Levine.
How about the confidence that Levine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Now Conley. Still no points. Pass to Alexander Walker. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Ellis. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
From deep, Conley. Valanciunas with a rebound. We've got 1:08 left in the second period. From deep, Jordan. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Now here's Gobert. Outside for Randall. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Randall's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jordan inside. Here's Valanciunas. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Valanciunas has gotten his first basket of the night.
That pass delivered to where Valanciunas could get into his shooting rhythm right off the catch.
Timeout called. The Kings. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. 26 seconds left in the second. Here's Roy. Five on the clock. Over Fultz. And he can't bank that one in.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 8. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The Timberwolves, 34.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. Trailing by 8. High post, Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Pass to Murray. Lets the three fly. The shot is good. Fultz making the play.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Roy. Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Going inside, and Fultz pulls it down.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Can't get it to fall.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Inside. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved. You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And Edwards slams it in.
You can't lose sight of where Edwards is in transition. He can be so explosive in these situations.
Timeout called. Sacramento. So both teams making some changes here. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Now here's Fultz. No made baskets yet. McDaniels with it. Jordan picks him up to the paint. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Picked by Sabonis.
Remember, they had 0 turnovers at the half. It's been a very different story so far since the break.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Minnesota leading by 9. Conley with the ball. Outside Edwards. Here's Edwards cutting inside. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Edwards has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And that one goes out of bounds. And last touch by McDaniels. 1:57 left in the third. And Levine throws it down.
He's just a ridiculous athlete. Like, for me, I enjoy watching Zach LaVine use that athleticism to the fullest.
And here's Conley. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Edwards. Clock at 4. Randall on the screen. Shoots from the elbow. Edwards, no good.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
And Levine throws it down.
One of the best dunkers of this era. Levine loves to put on a show.
Now Edwards. Give him 23.
Oh, my gracious.
Wow, just incredible.
That is a monster finish.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Edwards. The Kings getting their last shot to go. He drops it from range.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Sabonis outside. Pick by Sabonis. Outside Fultz. Back to Jordan. Over McDaniels. Here's Sabonis. Pass to Jordan. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Jordan's got 13.
Gotta love a big who can also move the ball. Nice find by Sabonis.
Here's Edwards. 28 points for him. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He's been an offensive force. Now with over 30. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And Minnesota with possession here. Inside. It's intercepted. Here's the break. Jumps up. DeRozan with the bucket.
Smart bucket from DeMar, looking for chances to run.
Minnesota leading by 8. There's the drive. And rebounded by Zach LaVine.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Pass to Gobert. Now Edwards. Clark outside. Now here's Alexander Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Roy. Kicks it out to Clark. Here's Roy. Back to Clark. From deep. Ellis with a rebound.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap. And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Clark right side. From the arc. Tries again. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
Here's Ellis. Picked by Sabonis. To the wing, right side. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3.
A pretty careful three-point shooter. Sabonis clearly liked that look.
Here's Roy. Outside Edwards. The three is up. No good on the shot. Kings trail by 7. Launches a three. Ellis's shot is off. And the Timberwolves with possession. It's Edwards on the wing. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And how about Edwards? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
Now here's Jordan. Sabonis, high post. Back to Jordan. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And so he makes both from the line. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Edwards with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Roy. Fires from deep. Pure from 3-point range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
Here's Roy. There's the drive. Rebound by Sacramento. Now the Kings in transition. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
Minnesota ball.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
And it's good. 2 points.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Timberwolves.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins, they're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that about wraps it up.